Colorful donut holes sprinkled with
Okay.
mashed up cereal. Usually deep-fried donut holes are covered in a tasty array of sugar or sprinkles, so replacing them
Might be
with
buzzing.
cereal was a bit of an odd move. But that wasn't all. The holes were also filled with a milk-flavored icing,
nah.
really giving
Absolutely
customers a
not.
sense of...
Hey, what it be? It's your boy Dre OG. Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you rocking with the vibes and the content. But look, man, we got these times fast food went too far. Look, I know one time, goddamn, I knew, look, man, Taco Bell was out of line when they started to make goddamn chicken wings. You feel me? That's when I knew somebody was going too far, man. I had to call them out. The truth is the truth, man. You know, look, man, how many of y'all actually tried them things? Don't be lying to me. I ain't never tried them, man. Y'all kids gonna have genetic defects and shit like fucking with that chicken. I don't know. I don't know. And these videos are made for entertainment and educational purposes. Let's get it. Head in the box. All right. Yeah, there we go. Gotta adjust my eyeballs to these lights, y'all.
Rivals, restaurant chains release an endless stream of innovative creations just to get customers through their doors. But while a lot of them are ridiculously good, others turn out to just be ridiculous.
That shit don't look
like
good to
this
me.
outrageously sized burger or these crazily colored concoctions.
Wow.
And what they look like is just the tip of the iceberg. From adding insane amounts of sugar to completely unnecessary ingredients, keep watching to find out which companies have taken their fast food game way too far. The hideous Hula Burger. A lot of people argue that pineapple has absolutely no right to be on a pizza.
It
But
don't.
what about putting it on a burger? Or as
No.
McDonald's tried back in the 1960s, replacing the burger entirely with a single ring of pineapple.
Oh, wow.
Yep, just grilled pineapple with cheese on a bun. It was called the Hula Burger, and while it sounded as bad as it looked, it was cooked up for a pretty interesting reason. Back in the 1960s,
There's no reason
McDonald's
for that.
discovered that their sales were seriously tanking in areas with large Catholic populations. It turned out that these chaste churchgoers often abstained from eating meat on Fridays, so McDonald's came up with an ingenious solution: meatless burgers. The idea was great, but the resulting Hula Burger, not so much.
Right.
While the drive did give rise to the Hula Burger's more popular brother, the Filet-O-Fish, this peculiar pineapple sandwich is a fast food failure that's best left forgotten. But the verdict is still out on whether pineapple belongs on pizza, though. What do you think? For yes, hit that like button.
Look, man. Look, pineapple does not belong on any type of meat. Pause. But, what I can say, though, man, look, man. Whoever came up with that pineapple on that damn burger, that's a serial killer, bona fide. Like, ain't no question about it.
And for no, hit that subscribe button. Either way, you can't lose, unlike McDonald's. Now let's get back to even more fast food abominations. The Africa Burger. A burger wrapped in pita bread may not sound all that controversial, but when McDonald's released the questionably named McAfrica back in 2002, their timing couldn't have been worse.
Africa?
It was made to celebrate the 2002 Winter Olympics, but that year a devastating famine struck 6 countries in southern Africa. And while 12 million Africans starved, McDonald's was making bank on a food with their continent's name on it. Not only that, but the limited edition burger wasn't even available in Africa. Yikes. Despite the backlash from humanitarian agencies, McDonald's flat
ain't
out
know that.
refused to withdraw the burger. They even went as far as to release a burger with the same name again in the lead up to the 2008 Olympics.
Oh, so they on some gangster
Unsurprisingly, it was
shit.
met with a similarly negative outcry. Looks like all the money they made off the back of this burger wasn't enough to buy them any common sense. Double Down Damn. Just about everyone knows what the simplest components of a burger are.
It's a hamburger made out of meat on a bun with nothing. Add ketchup if you want. I couldn't care less.
But in 2010, KFC
Yo.
threw that out the window when they introduced the Double Down Burger. The traditional bun was replaced by 2 pieces of fried chicken, which sandwiched a center of bacon, cheese, and barbecue sauce. It was a pretty polarizing product, and it wasn't just the vegans
idea
that
was
couldn't
that?
stomach it. While the controversy of its bunless components made it popular, it failed to sell well and wasn't
Wow.
initially a huge hit with fast foodies. Though that didn't stop KFC from expanding their Double Down range around the world. Over in South Korea, they took it one step further by adding in a hamburger patty to create the outrageous Zinger Double Down King. And in the Philippines, the Double Down Burger evolved into the Double Down Dog, a
How'd we get
fried
this
chicken
far?
breast patty wrapped around a hot dog. But it was Canada that truly won this fast food race by introducing the radical waffle Double Down. Yep, that's 2 chicken fillets around a Belgian waffle, drizzled in a kind of maple syrup mayonnaise.
Oh no.
Is there no end to this increasingly greasy Double Down dynasty?
They messed it up with the mayonnaise on that joint, didn't they? Like, I was kind of thinking about that one, but that mayonnaise, we can't do that.
The cheeky cheesa. If you thought KFC went too far replacing the buns of its burgers with chicken, then look away before I show you what they did to pizza. Called the Cheesa, KFC created an unholy love child of fried chicken and pizza by replacing the pizza dough with one huge fried chicken fillet. It was available only in select KFC outlets across Asia and combined toppings of tomato sauce, chicken, ham, pineapple chunks, mozzarella, and cheese sauce. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad, but
that's terrible.
What was actually served to the customers really didn't meet marketing expectations. And while replacing the base certainly solved the classic pizza problem of picky eaters leaving their crusts, reviewers noted that its oily, greasy taste left a lot to be desired. Maybe a side order of self-loathing would have added to the flavor, all washed down with a large cup of regret. Problematic McPizza. Now, KFC aren't the only fast food company to try their luck in the pizza arena. In the 1980s, McDonald's saw that Pizza Hut was growing in the U.S. by 10% each year, and decided it too wanted a slice of the pizza pie market. So McDonald's went to extreme lengths to bring their strange-sounding McPizza to the hungry American
look so
masses.
typical.
Family-sized pepperoni pizza. It's a parent's dream come true.
They spent years developing special ovens that would cook an entire pizza in a matter of minutes. Although they ended up being so big that some franchises had to remodel their kitchens to fit the humongous pizza-making machines in. And like that wasn't expensive enough, the machines themselves cost a phenomenal $50,000 a piece. That's equivalent to about $100,000 today. But even though they could cook a pizza in just 10 minutes, it was a lifetime in comparison to their already made burgers. Not only that, but the price tag of these pizzas started at $5.99. That was a huge hike considering most of their hamburgers at the time were less than $1. Like this wasn't a bad enough start for the McPizza. McDonald's main pizza competitor, Pizza Hut, suddenly sparked an all-out war. In areas where McPizza was being served, Pizza Hut started offering buy one get one free deals and slapped them down publicly by calling their pizzas McFrozen. Sadly, this was the final nail in the coffin for McDonald's brash attempt at fast food domination, and McPizza was removed from menus across the states. Wow. For all the time and money that went into them, they sure were one expensive McSteak. Mad McSpaghetti. Now, McDonald's disastrous attempt to dominate the Italian fast food market didn't start and stop with pizza. Around the same time as the McPizza was first introduced, franchises across the U.S. also added several pasta dishes to their menus. Along with fettuccine alfredo and lasagna, a spaghetti and meatballs dish called McSpaghetti hit
No, it's not. No, it's not. Look, if y'all ordered that, y'all deserve to get y'all ass whooped at this time. Like, that y'all out of the pocket if y'all ordered that. Like, something wrong with you, man. Something wrong with you. Something gonna be wrong with your kids, man. Like,
age. But despite the universal love of this simple Italian dish, McDonald's simply couldn't convince customers to order a pasta dish at a burger joint. After all, anyone can make spaghetti at home, but not everyone can make a Big Mac and McDonald's fries in their kitchen. So McDonald's discontinued the line, which was another huge hit to its plans of fast food supremacy. But even though it failed to appeal to the American market, when it was introduced to the Philippines, the dish suddenly thrived. Served with a crispy chicken leg, the super sweet red sauce really hit the spot with its Filipino consumer base. Well, at least it found a home in Asia, because I don't think it would be welcome in Italy. That's for sure. Cheeto Burrito. Big brand food mashups have given us some truly blessed items, like Jolly Rancher cereal, Snickers Coffee Mate, and Fanta flavored snack packs.
See, this is how you get fat right here.
One crossover that took it way too far was the snack-infused abomination born from the Cheetos and Taco Bell mashup, the Cheeto Burrito. It was a fast food fusion of seasoned beef, buttery rice, cheese, and sauce, with the added-on cornmeal crunch of the cheesy chip snack. On paper, the combination sounded like a marketing dream. so it was tested out and sold for just $1 in Taco Bell restaurants around Cincinnati, Ohio back in 2016. But while fast foodies were expecting a super crunchy, supremely cheesy wrap, what
moist.
they got was a mild disappointment wrapped in a tortilla. Adding the Cheetos into a deluge of wet and saucy ingredients meant that, for the most part,
I
they
knew
came
it.
out slightly soggy too. And they didn't add half the cheesy flavor patrons expected. Fortunately, this unhealthy union never made it onto the main Taco Bell menu, and it looks like it wasn't easy being cheesy. Crazy Captain Crunch Delights. Amazingly, the Cheeto Burrito wasn't the first joint-branded nightmare food that Taco Bell ever served up. Just 1 year before, in 2015, the Tex-Mex chain buddied up with the makers of Captain Crunch cereal to produce Captain Crunch Delights.
Oh, wow.
Colorful donut holes sprinkled with mashed up cereal. Usually, deep-fried donut holes are covered in a tasty array of sugar or sprinkles, so replacing them with cereal was a bit of an odd move. But that wasn't all. The holes were also filled with a milk-flavored icing, really giving customers a sense of what it would be like to eat a deep-fried bowl of cereal.
Absolutely not.
And the absolute worst part of all this is that they were sold as a breakfast item. Considering a 12-pack of these contained over 1,000 calories and a tooth-rotting 42...
I don't know how y'all are, bro, but I can't eat nothing that, like, when I bite into the joint, like, it has, like, a cream feeling, like, in that motherfucker. Like, absolutely not. I don't like that shit at all. Like, that's not a thing. You feel me? Like, no. Something wrong.
2 grams of sugar, I wouldn't say they constitute as a healthy or nutritious breakfast. Kit Kat Chocodona. Did you think that was the end of Taco Bell's crazy brand crossovers? Oh, how
dessert,
wrong
right?
you are. Because in 2017, they added a new chocolate quesadilla to their American dessert menu called the Kit Kat Chocodia. It was a brand name take on their original Chocodia.
Somebody was high
Kit Kat
when they
wafer
made that.
biscuits to give the sugary quesadilla a little added crunch. It had been tested out in the UK a year before, but even with their questionable culinary standards, yes, that is a pie sandwich, it raised a few eyebrows. Although it's not hard to see why. The sprinkle of wafer over the oozing chocolate sauce reminds me of leaving a Kit Kat out on a hot day and letting it melt inside the wrapper. Not many people are fans of such a gross change in texture, but what about you? Would you slurp up all that liquid candy from the Chocodia?
Absolutely
or throw
not.
the entire thing in the trash? Let me know down in the
Straight
comments. Spoopy Burger. Back in October 2015, Burger King decided to go the extra mile to celebrate the spooky season by releasing the brilliantly black Halloween Whopper. The dark color of the sandwich was achieved by baking A1 steak sauce into it, along with a little food dye that made up less than 1% of the overall bun. But this special edition burger ended up having a hilariously unforeseen side effect on its customers. It turned their poop bright green. Across the country, people took to Twitter to report seeing colors akin to an Irish countryside in their toilet bowls.
I didn't know that.
And hashtag green poop quickly began trending. Fortunately, this trip to the Emerald Toilet City wasn't anything for customers to worry about, because Burger King had used an acceptable amount of food dye as dictated by the FDA, but in a concentrated blue form. While your gut absorbs most food colorings, any remnants left floating around in your system can mix with the yellowish-green bile in your intestines, turning colors like dark blue into goblin green. Even though Burger King claimed the side effect was entirely unintentional, I'd like to think that this Whopper was the ultimate Halloween trick-or-treat.
I'm happy I ain't eat that shit. That would freak me out, though.
The AntiHappy Meal. Sometimes the marketing ploys with the best intentions really miss the mark, like Burger King's controversial range of real meals. They were a spoof of McDonald's infamous Happy Meal, a well-loved value kids meal, all in the name of 2019's Mental Health Awareness Week. With the slogan, "No one is happy all the time," they released a line of alternative emotion boxes, effectively saying that it was okay to not be okay. It was a pretty clever idea, but the campaign was met with a litany of criticisms. For a start, it wasn't clear what actually came in each of these boxes. Were they different? Was it all Whoppers? Or was it just a handful of Prozac? It took combing through the small print to learn that it was just a regular Whopper combo meal. But looking beyond the burgers, the mental health messages appeared to be trivialized. I mean, how many lives do Burger King really think "Yas" claims every year? It became clear that using mental health as a front to sell people burgers was a pretty outrageous idea.
Hey, yeah, that's low.
And it wasn't repeated in 2020. But we shouldn't be too harsh on Burger King for this mistake. After all, who really knows how much pain the king is hiding behind that mask. Mountain Dew madness. Caffeine helps a lot of us wake up in the morning, usually in the form of freshly made coffee. But back in 2012, Taco Bell offered its customers a different start to the morning.
I used to drink a lot of coffee, man, but it started to make my teeth brown and stuff. Like I started like not liking my smile, so I had to stop drinking it. Like it was just straight up black coffee, no sugar, no nothing. Ain't drinking no.
A sugary, caffeine-fueled heart attack in a glass called Mountain Dew AM. The drink itself was a fairly simple and grim-sounding combination of the carbonated, caffeinated, and super sugary Mountain Dew with orange juice.
No, it's not.
While adding a little vodka would turn this into a semi-acceptable screwdriver, or dew-driver, cocktail, Taco Bell was serving the super strange concoction as a breakfast item, and breaking it down, a large 20-ounce cup of this morning madness would contain a phenomenal 46 grams of sugar. That's the same as adding 11 sugar cubes to your morning cup of coffee.
That's crazy.
Although a cup of coffee would admittedly have almost
people
twice
like,
the
why am
amount
I
of
so
caffeine.
fat?
But who needs caffeine to wake up when you could have all that sugar rushing through your veins? Pickle problems. Some people really love pickles, though even their biggest fans might think twice about trying them in a super sweet slushy form. But back in 2018, U.S. drive-in chain Sonic announced that they were going to give it a try. They released the bright green pickle juice slush as part of their summertime menu to
Get
the
the hell
total
out of here.
confusion of the nation. While some were brave enough to try it, others tried their best to go back
That's
their
crazy.
disgust. But in trying to get the U.S. to fall in love with this pickle-flavored product, many tasters noticed Sonic had made the drink incredibly sweet. It seemed this fast food company had tried to overcompensate for the pickle's natural acidity, but this had real pickle fans complaining that the slush wasn't pickly enough. Looks like nailing this great green monster ended up being a step too far for Sonic. And in the wrong direction at that. Jalapeno Shake. How spicy do you like your milkshakes? It's an odd question that exists thanks to another of Sonic's odd fast food concoctions. The chocolate-covered jalapeno milkshake. Released as part of their summer menu shake-up in April 2014, the startling flavor combination had customers thinking it was an April Fool's prank. But no, these chocolatey shakes actually came with huge jalapeno pieces floating around in them, and some were even garnished with the spicy green devils. These weren't pedestrian pickled jalapenos either. They were all fresh cut and sizzling with spice. While some absolute masochists enjoyed the sweet burn that the jalapenos gave the chocolate shake, many others were rightfully horrified. And it looks like Sonic got the message loud and clear, because this joke of a milkshake hasn't made a return to their menu since. Crusty conundrum. Pizza Hut are well known for stuffing their crust full of delicious delights to make the most out of every meal. From gooey mozzarella to mini hot dogs, sharing a slice never looked so good. That was until they went too far and introduced the Cheeseburger stuffed pizza crust back in 2012.
Wow.
Known as the crown crust in the Middle East, the apocalyptic pie had even the most avid pizza lovers wonder.
How many of y'all had that pizza right there? Y'all know, come on, man. You knew that was going to be a disaster.
If Pizza Hut had finally lost the plot. Then they discovered its nutritional information. At 288 calories per slice, the monster crust of the pizza meant the whole pie had close to a mammoth 3,000 calories. That's about 1,000 calories more than the average human should be eating in an entire day. Not only that, but when these pizza pies arrived, customers couldn't help but notice that they looked vastly different to their pristine promo photos, and not in a good way. Seems like Pizza Hut really failed to deliver on this calorific abomination. Eye-popping Popeyes. Plenty of businesses these days offer special discounts and free treats to celebrate their achievements with the public. But back in 2018, fried chicken chain Popeyes had something a little more extravagant in mind. To celebrate the opening of their 3,000th restaurant, the company introduced the luxurious-looking 24-karat champagne wings to their menu. For one day only at 4 select locations around the U.S., patrons could indulge in
we know that ain't gonna work.
Hand-battered in champagne and then coated with edible 24-karat gold flakes. While restaurants up and down the country were also hopping on the edible gold hype train, they were selling gold grilled cheese sandwiches for a wallet-busting $214. or 12-inch gold-encrusted pizzas for a bank-breaking $2,000. But Popeyes sold all this for an incredibly economical $5. And as you can imagine, they sold out almost instantly. For that price, I bet these overly opulent wings were impossible not to enjoy. Freaky pumpkin spice fries.
I don't get it, man. I'm not one of those people that, like, you know, I'm not one of those people that do what everybody else does. Like, just because everybody else think this is cool and they like to do it, you know, I don't do it like that, you know. I don't know, man. Like, when I moved to North Carolina, everybody was a North Carolina fan, and I knew about Duke. So I chose Duke because everybody else was a North Carolina fan. That's simply why I chose the team. It wasn't because I thought one was better than the other. It was just like, damn, everybody else. I was never like a follower. So it's just hard for me to like just be jumping off the edge into these badass ideas that we see here that y'all just eating and putting in your system. This shit is wild, man. Wonder why United States got health problems. Shit like that. Look at this. Look at these damn fries, man.
By just saying the words pumpkin spice, I bet most of you automatically think of basic white girls in autumn, drinking pumpkin spice lattes, clad in Ugg boots, and Instagramming everything. But while putting pumpkin spice into just about everything started off as an American craze, it's found a stranger foothold over in Japan. To celebrate Halloween back in 2016, McDonald's Japan offered their signature french fries surprisingly smothered in chocolate and pumpkin spice sauces. Called the Halloween Choco Potato, the strange flavor combo was designed to complement the saltiness of the fries.
They ain't do that when I was over there.
A little later that October, they released another spooky flavored sauce simply called Purple Potato. While some found both the dishes delicious, others just couldn't get their head around the strange sweet and savory combinations. Despite the feedback, I imagine all the basic Beckies are already trying to book their plane tickets to Japan now.
I'm gonna tell you, that picture right there was probably very inaccurate when it comes to like the way that you get your food served in Japan. It ain't look like that damn picture. Because look, I'm gonna tell you, they food, even the McDonald's, look just like the damn picture. They shit look like the picture. They're very professional out there, and your portion sizes are very small. Like a regular cup of drink is like this big, like a large, like a cup that big. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But they're perfectionists.
Sickening bacon sundaes. It's almost impossible to pinpoint where fast food companies started to fight over who could have the freakiest food creations. Some think it started with KFC's notorious Double Down saga, although it likely goes back further than that. Well, however it started, in 2012, the rivalry pushed Burger King to release the truly bizarre Bacon Sundae. It was scoops of vanilla ice cream drizzled lavishly with fudge, caramel, and bacon crumbles, all topped off with a piece of thick-cut bacon. While it seemed like a bright idea to Burger King, the world just wasn't ready for such a madly meaty treat.
Ain't no way.
Something about the super sweet sauce combined with the supreme sodium hit of the bacon left people with a bad taste in their mouths. And at a belly-busting 510 calories per serving, with a little something on their waistlines as well.
That's crazy.
Garish glitter pizza.
We not doing that,
Unicorns may be beautiful, magical creatures, but the glittery unicorn pizza from Dagwood's Pizzeria in Santa Monica just looks cursed. Officially called the magical AF Margarita Pizza Pie, this New York-style staple.
I'm one of those people, bro. I already can't mess around with different types of cheese and stuff, so it's just hard for me to like watch this and you fucking with the pizza, changing the color of it. At that, it's already hard enough, and it's you know it's another crazy thing that pizza is my favorite food. So I like a straight up and down New York style pizza. Simple, you know, or a thin crust, something like that. Not too much sauce, just enough cheese, not too much cheese. Gotta be perfect for me. Can't do too much. Like a regular pizza.
Comes with the unconventional topping of edible glitter.
This
While
is
it
terrifying.
definitely makes those cheese pulls look a lot more interesting, the
That
sheer
is
amount
terrifying.
of shine just doesn't look right on the savory dish. Sure, their clientele of color-hungry kids seem to love it.
Yeah, kids.
Would you say all that glitter on a 16-inch pizza is really worth a whopping $36 in comparison to their regular margarita pizza that's an additional $17, all for a flavorless, edible
I mean, I would get it for my daughters.
Magical
All
AF?
right.
More like expensive AF. Donut Care Burger. Fried chicken is good. Donuts are good. There are no arguments there. But the marketing team at KFC clearly thought that adding these two good things together would mean a sweet and savory success. And so in 2019, they released the truly insane looking Kentucky Fried Chicken and Donut Sandwich. For a tasty $7.49, the sandwich on its own consisted of 2 glazed donuts with a fried chicken center. While vloggers and reviewers were quick to admit that the combination tasted pretty good, their eyes bulged as much as their bellies when they saw what was in there. A single sandwich contained almost the entire daily fat intake of an average adult at a staggering 65 grams, along with 40 grams of sugar. That's the same as 10 whole cubes of sugar. Whoa, just hearing that is enough to give me a toothache. Maybe if the sandwich were split over one donut, a bit more like a regular bun, it wouldn't be such an assault on the mouth. But then, without that sugar overload, where would the shock value of this sweet scandal be? Dessert deception.
You know what's crazy about that though? Like, yeah, this is fun and games and stuff, but look, this is the same stuff that's putting people in the early grave. People are addicted to food, and it's putting them in the early grave, man. Like, you look at people from like high school, whatnot, and you know, it's crazy. And just because you're skinny or whatever, don't mean you're healthy either, you know. So I think everybody, man, go get your blood work done. Go get your urine analysis done, everything. Just make sure that everything is operating the way that it's supposed to, so you can be here for your kids, man. Especially if you partaking in all these type of foods and shit, for real. Cause man, look. If y'all rocking with me, you know what I'm saying. All I gotta do, man, I'm just trying to give y'all the best information possible. It's crazy. Crazy.
At first glance, this looks like any other McDonald's hamburger, dripping with barbecue sauce, sandwiched in between 2 buns. You can almost taste it, but if you bit into this burger expecting meat, you'd get one hell of a sweet surprise. That brown baked center is actually a gooey layer of the world's premier hazelnut spread Nutella. Only available in Italian McDonald's restaurants, the adorably named Sweetie Con Nutella is a combination of hazelnut spread and cocoa, all encased in an oddly regular McDonald's burger bun.
Not a fan.
As grand as it sounds, it's actually much smaller than it appears in the picture, although it still finds the space to fit 256 calories inside. While it's received high praise in the Italian market, I'm not entirely sure the rest of the world is really ready for a dessert burger.
Nah, we ain't ready for that.
What a lot of Whopper. When Microsoft launched its Windows 7 software back in 2009, they wanted it to be an event the whole world would remember. They buddied up with companies internationally to promote the upcoming release, one of which, surprisingly, was Burger King. While food and tech don't really have much in common, that didn't stop Burger King from going the extra mile and releasing the hilariously named Windows 7 Whopper across Japan. With a staggering 7 separate beef patties weighing in at a gut-busting 2.2 pounds, the burger looked more like a rendering issue than a viable meal. But at a cleverly priced 777 yen, which was roughly $8.50 at the time, this weird and wonderful Whopper became a sensation. It sold over 10,000 units in its first week, proving it was popular with desk-bound coders. Although at that size, I imagine it also gave Japan one nation-sized case of lockjaw.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, man. Food is an amazing thing, but it's one of those things, man, that we also can abuse, man. We can abuse, and I'm guilty of it, for sure, you know. But it's all about, you know what I'm saying, keeping yourself accountable for your own actions. You know, I remember it was this woman, she was overweight, and she was trying to sue a restaurant because she said the restaurant, I think it was McDonald's, Burger King, one of them, because she said she was gaining weight. And nah, it's the exact opposite, man. You got to be in control of your own life and your own destiny, and make those changes in your life. You know, like I told y'all, every time I start to get fat, I fall off. You know, and that's real talk. I mean, that's the realest stuff I can say to y'all, like, because it's so true. Start to get like unmotivated. You get slow. You know, you just become. You know, just become nothing. It does something to you, you know. But look, I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Hopefully y'all like this video. If y'all stay to the end of this video, make sure y'all got those notifications on so y'all can get these as soon as they drop, man. Look, shout out to the people in the group chat that's celebrating my birthday with me. You know, I'm celebrating my birthday with my subscribers that are on my Patreon. They're in the private group chat and everything. So look, man, it's going down, man. Y'all get to see the footage. For the people that can't make it, you know, it is what it is, man. I'll see you in the next video. Like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See you next video. And I'm out, though. Bye.